Have there been any particular areas of focus for the playing group over the pre-season?
Look, one of the areas we wanted to improve was just ball retention and use of our midfield, and I think we've recruited a few players to help that, but we've also done a lot of work in close and tight and really holding onto the ball.
Did much on last year's grand final, or has that kind of been something put in the revision mirror? What's the review process like with that?
Look, we certainly reflect on it, but we won't be talking about it throughout the year. You know, it's a new season now. We've got a new group, and it's a new opportunity. I think, you know, we were really disappointed on grand final day, and it was a close game. We sort of really had control of it for quite long periods of time, but just couldn't convert. And the opposition were able to do that.
Are there any players that have really stood out throughout the pre-season to your eye?
Look, we've got Grace Calvert back fit and in training at full tilt, and she's stopped playing soccer. So, you know, I think she's going to be a shining light for not only us but within the competition. Belle Krumik's improved again. I think her playing Tigers has certainly helped. But then, you know, a lot of our other younger players are another year under their belt, and you know, it's looking like a really solid squad. And the return of Ash Arthur as she's come back from having children. She played the end of last season, but now she's got a pre-season under her belt. She's looking for a really good season as well.
Are there any younger players that we might not have heard of that you think are primed to make an impact here in 2026?
I think Lucy Meikle is going to become a really strong player within the comp over the next few years. And she's only young, she's only about 15, but she's super fast sprinter, state runner, state rower, and a state hockey player. And I think she's really going to make a mark over the next 12 months.
What style of game would you like to see your playing group producing this year out on the pitch?
We're going to play with multiple styles. We'll press aggressively, push teams up, and force them to turn the ball over, and then we'll want to counter-attack quickly and try and score heavily. But we'll also have the ability to zone off and fall into other presses and other styles to suit, you know, rest during match and dealing with opposition. You know, when they're pressing us, how do we deal with that as well?